you believe that the Son is a created being.
Yeah, the Son has a creation point. The Son is the first creation of God.
Okay.
And then through that Son, that's how you get everything else.
Okay.
That's Colossians 1:15.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking firstborn, when it says he's the firstborn of all creation, you're taking that literal to mean that he is the first thing that the Most High ever created.
That's the only thing the Most High put his hands on is Christ.
Okay.
So the Most High created Christ and then gave Christ the ability to create, the angels, the principalities, the people, the planet, the earth. He's the mouth or word of God at that point.
Okay.
But he would be subordinate. So in the pecking order, you would have the Father, the Son. The Son.
Okay, so before we go to God Logic's response, there's a lot to say here. So Tazaryak is claiming that because Colossians 1:15 claims that Jesus is the firstborn of all creation, that he is therefore not God. But if you keep reading the context, it becomes self-evident. So let's kind of read it here together. Colossians 1:15 says that the Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is stated to be the head of the body, the church. He's the beginning and the firstborn from the dead, so that in everything he might have supremacy. For God was pleased to have his fullness dwell in him. So the question kind of answers itself. It shows that A, all things were created through him, meaning that should include himself under Tazaryak's worldview, and B, he's stated as the beginning in verse 18, which is a reflection of Revelation 22:13, where it says that God is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. That doesn't mean that God literally begins, but it shows completeness, the completeness of God, in the same way that the firstborn shows the supremacy over all things. And C, even in verse 19, it states that God had his fullness dwell in him. His fullness, that means all of him. All these three things in the same series of verses that Tazaryak mentioned negate what he was saying entirely.
So in Colossians 1, when it continues to say like why Paul called him the firstborn, right? He says he's the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created, in heaven, on earth, dominions, powers, principalities, rulers. All things were created through him and for him. So how can he be part of creation if he himself created all things?